Hi, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to my speech training program. It's an honor to be here. After 4 years, I can tell you emphatically that Toastmasters is a tremendous organization. Our club is fantastic, and today I have 3 objectives that I am going to bring to my wonderful audience. My first objective is the basic elements of speech. What are the basic elements of speech? Well, the first thing is the introduction. In the introduction, this is where you tell them. This is where the first 2 minutes of a speech must be compelling enough, must be dramatic enough, that the audience is so captivated by your words that they can't wait to hear the rest of the speech. The first minute, 2 minutes, you as the presenter are going to convince your audience that you're an authority on the topic. So when you do your introduction, it has to be done with dramatic fashion. You must utilize your facial expressions, smile a lot, crack a joke, do something dramatic, but bring them in because you want your audience to be captivated by what you have to say instead of them falling asleep. Number 2, this is where you tell your audience what you're going to tell them. This is the main guts of the speech. This is the main point of your speech, and behind the main point are your supporting points. These are the points that are the research, the quotations, and statistics. These are all the things that are going to back up the main point. And every one of them has to be researched. That's so key. Specifically when you're doing something where your audience may know a lot about what you're talking about. So make sure that you are on point and know exactly what you've researched, and make sure you have reliable sources. That's so important. Number 3 is the conclusion. This is where you sum up everything. This is where you bring home your point and you speak to your audience and emphatically let them know what you've just summed up to the audience, what you just said. Next part of my presentation is from a gentleman named Walter Beveridge. He's a distinguished Toastmaster. He was at the Fall Conference last year, and these are little highlights from how to plan and present a speech. There are 4 steps for determining the overall objective of preparing and presenting a speech. Ideas. You got to generate ideas. You got to have a good topic, a hot topic or a cold topic. It better be a topic that people are going to listen to. You got to have a purpose. What is the purpose? Well, what kind of speech is it? Is it an entertaining speech? Is it something where you want to entertain the audience? You want to tell them how you were in a circus and you worked with clowns and it was so funny that the audience laughed their heads off? Or is it an informational speech where you have ideas and facts? For instance, if you're talking about how rocks were formed and you want to talk about the whole from start to finish. Or is it an inspirational speech? Something that inspires your audience, something that is powerful. Or is it a motivational speech? Something that the audience will come away and want to do something. It's a call to action. Is it an inspirational speech where it's so inspirational that the audience will come away with a feeling that, wow, I just heard something historic. State the essential message when you do the speech. Make that message real and dramatic. Body language, facial expressions, hand gestures, and position on the stage. I'm standing with great posture. That posture brings an emphatic meaning when you're up there because people look at your body language. They want to know that what you're speaking, it brings credibility. when you're speaking. Facial expressions. All of these help the speech make it work. Whether it be a conventional gesture like raising your hand, whether it be an emotional gesture, I am so happy, or it's a descriptive gesture. The baby bird was this small. All of these, when you're doing a really good speech, can make it memorable with really good body language. Make sure that your visual aids work. Whether it be PowerPoint, your computer, your laptop, make sure the power works. I've been in the situation where it didn't work, and I had to do it without that presentation. It was not a good experience. I want to talk about speech resources. Toastmasters.org, great resource, tremendous resource, so much on there for you to learn how to do your speeches. WBDTM. This is the presentation which I just presented earlier. Walter has some great resources on that website, specifically how to present a speech in 15 minutes with a presentation. A lot of great tips there. YouTube, many videos you could view, and great things you could look at to help you grow and increase your knowledge of speech making. Our own website, Toast to Broadway, great website there too, a lot of good resources. And we have our district website, Toastmasters46.org. All these are great resources that I would recommend you use. And finally, my number one thing, don't be afraid to fail. Everybody fails. Get up and speak again. You're going to make mistakes, but don't give up. Never give up. Plan, prepare, practice. Have enthusiasm. Use your effort. And never ever give up. All these things will make you a great speech maker. Be encouraged and speak often. Thank you.